Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm coming to you live from my lovely garage workshop, and I just wanted to talk to you guys quick today about sowing seeds indoors and the best way to do that, and succession planting. So succession planting is planting the same vegetable multiple times or more than once throughout the growing season so that you can have a continuous harvest. I'm coming to you from Louisville, Kentucky, and so we have a pretty large growing window. We start sowing seeds in February, March, April, transplanting out in direct seed even as early as March and April, and then harvesting through December actually. Hey Michelle. So today I just wanted to kind of talk about my method of starting seeds indoors, and then a little bit more about what I'm going to be sowing for a fall harvest. So the first thing you want to do is get yourself some lightweight sterile potting mix. This is best for optimal seed germination conditions. So that's going to be something you get at the store most likely. Well, my blend has a peat moss, perlite, and dolomitic lime blend. Super lightweight. And the first step that I do is I put it into another container. I remove it from the bag and put it into another container. So I just poured mine right in here. Okay, that's the first step. Second step is pour water on it, get it wet. I had just a couple of jugs of water laying around. That just totally works for me. I'm not near the hose, so I just tend to fill them up. And you don't really want to saturate it, but you don't want it dry either. And so you just kind of want to like mix it up with your hands, and you can kind of feel how wet it is and how damp it is. And you just kind of want it like thoroughly mixed. Just mix it well, that's all. And then you literally just pour it directly onto your seeds, into your flat, excuse me. This is a 50 cell tray. I actually already filled it up, but I will do that in this tray for you. And I have all of mine sitting in another tray. That way these can drain into this so that you're holding water. Okay, so now you simply pour this in it. Just kind of smooth it out. Pour it on top and just smooth it out so that they all fill in. And the reason that you get this wet is for a couple reasons. One is it's going to fill the little cells best. So it's going to allow for the most soil in each cell. Because once we put seeds in these, we're going to, hey Angela, what are you doing today? We are going to refill these. We're gonna like top them off. What you got growing? Anybody growing stuff right now? Anybody have a second round of seeds going in? This is gonna be my second round. Getting in for like a later summer planting, or midsummer planting for a fall harvest. I just did butternut squash, and I'm about to do another round of tomatoes. Okay, so this is all ready to go. I'm just gonna set this aside. I'm gonna set it under here. No, this is okay. So the best thing I like to do, next step, is just to pop my fingers down in these to make a little spot for where I'm gonna drop my seeds. Boom, 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 boom. Just kind of do that all the way up. Oops, you can't see. Okay, the next thing I do, oh no, I had my tiny tomatoes on this spoon and they fell off. Oh, here they are, and they're so tiny. I'm gonna talk to you guys about Matt's wild cherry tomatoes. Have you guys grown these? The kids love them. They are like tiny little, they are smaller than those sun golds that I grow. That's why their seeds are so dang small. But they grow in like, well, I guess they all grow in clusters, but these grow, they're so tiny that you have to actually pick the stem during the harvest. You can't just like pick the berry off because it will tear the flesh. Here it is. Matt's wild cherry. They're tiny. These are only 55 days to maturity. So these are actually gonna like make it, I would say, well into like the growing window in our area. All right, so here's what I do. I literally put tiny seeds like this on a spoon. Yep, I do. And then I take a knife or some other kind of thing, and I push them off into my little pot. So I'm just gonna do 1 or 2 seeds per cell. Okay, you really only need 1 per cell to, especially when you transplant it, because can't crowd tomatoes. But it's nice to do, you know, 2 seeds or so per cell when you're starting them, just to ensure germination. Oh my God, yeah, these are a huge favorite at the farmer's market. We sell them in pints, you know, with the vine on still, in little pint containers. Oh my gosh, they are just like candy. I'm glad there's like more here than I thought. They're so little, it was like, I'm not gonna bother counting them. But yeah, I've already got sun gold cherry tomatoes out there. I've got some Romas, or good sauce tomatoes. And then I've got some like big beef, like beefsteak type tomatoes out there too, that are just nice slicers. So there's always different varieties and fun things to try in the garden. So many different colors and flavors, and just neat things to try. And variety is like truly the key to good health. So we know that. Hey Andrew, hey Jamie, hey Sarita, what's up y'all? Y'all got anything growing out there at your gardens? I'm doing a succession planting right now. So I just put in my cherry, Matt's Wild Cherry, and now you need to label them. You must label these things. What's up, Will? What are you doing this fine Sunday? So yeah, definitely label them, especially if you aren't familiar with like identifying the plant foliage yet. So I'm gonna put Matt's Wild Cherry. It's a long name, but whatever. I'll just put Matt's Tom. I don't know what it means. And you always want to put the date. All right, so today's May 31st, where I'm at in Kentucky. And I'm going to put 55 days on the label so that I kind of have a better idea about when these are going to be mature and ready to plant. Or I'm sorry, ready to pick. So boom, I'm going to drop this in here. And then I am going to do some peppers. So I've got sweet, hot, ooh, and I've got some more tomatoes. I don't know about those. I might just stick with the peps. Y'all like sweet or hot? Dude, when I was a kid, I got into a hot patch of peppers that my dad grew, and it about burned my face off, legit. That is exactly what happened. My face almost burned off. No. He had cayennes. Look, I'm doing the same method with this. Same method. I'm dropping these on a little spoon, and I'm going to just push them off the spoon into the pot. Super quick, super easy. Ooh, look out. Look out now. I'm just like in my home garage getting dirty today. I've got a few more of these seeds, so I'm gonna put 2 per cell to ensure more germination. I don't know, I feel like it's wasteful to do like 5 or 6 or something into 1 cell like I've seen people do, or whatever. Some of the packets even suggest that, and then you have to go through and like quote unquote thin them. I mean, that's, I don't know, I just feel like that's wasteful as hell. We never did that on the farm, so I'm not really gonna start now. Only if it's something that like likes to grow in a bunch, like onions, not bulb onions, but like green onions or chives, or, you know, basil. Like all those things do just fine like in a group. So yeah, but if it's something that has like a head on it or just needs space to grow, like I'm not gonna do that. All right, so I'm gonna label this one not sweet potatoes, Lord Jesus, sweet peppers. Again, I'm gonna put the date, May 3/01, and the you can actually see days to maturity. It'll tell you at 30 days it'll take it to be a green pepper, and in 80 days it'll be mature and red. So I'm gonna put 80 days on here, you know, and it's like if you like green peppers, pick it early. If you want to wait for it to ripen up, you got 20 more days. 20 more days to go. Y'all can be patient though, right? I mean, that's like the biggest part of like gardening is like being patient. It takes some time. Comment if you guys are watching this video and you all have your first round of stuff in the ground, or if you're already thinking about like summer and fall stuff. I'm curious to kind of know where everybody's at. I'm a huge advocate of succession planting because it allows you to have like a continuous harvest throughout the growing window. Here in Kentucky, where I'm recording this, we have a large growing window that we can, you know, start early and then get well into the fall. So I'm gonna break it back down. Hey, Derek, what's up? Where are we at? Okay. Most people would probably put a label for every row, but I just have a tendency to put arrows and stuff. And then when I break these up, or like break up the cell trays or transplant them to bigger pots, I will label them appropriately then. I don't know. I've always been kind of like, I don't know if I'd say minimalist, but eco-friendly. I don't like to, you know, use more plastic crap than I have to. It makes me cringe. I do believe in abundance, however, especially in the garden and in my life. Okay, boom, that's done. So this is a 50 cell tray. So this is gonna have, you know, 50 sprouts. I'm gonna put it, let's just talk about next steps. Okay, so that was a hot ancho pepper. I'm just gonna put ancho hot. I know what that means. Today is 5/31. Oh, this says 38 days till green and 88 days to maturity. I don't know that these change color when they're mature. It doesn't really, maybe it'll say on the back. But, oh yeah, red, hot when red. Mild when green. Oh my God, I didn't know that. Look, that's what you do when you read the package, people. 88 days. Cool. Okay, so next steps. Now that I have these in, how am I going to do this? I'm going to put an arrow pointing the direction of the hot peppers, and then an arrow for the sweet peppers, and then, oh God, my handwriting is like atrocious. Okay, all right, so now we've got every cell planted with a seed. We're still doing tomatoes and peppers. I just finished my butternut squash before I hopped on here. And so now the next step is to fill these back with soil because they still have some air space in there. And these are gonna be in pots or in my little grow room for like 6 weeks or more. And this is going to allow them to have the most, hey Jane, the most nutrition possible without having to like add fertilizer to it. So yeah, I'm just gonna drop this back on top and start kind of mashing it down a little bit. I think I got a rock in there somehow. Lord Jesus. So yeah, I'm just gonna press the soil down to kind of secure the seed in there, get it nice and snug and comfy. Because if you don't if you don't fill these cells with enough potting mix, they are going to reduce in volume as the plant gets larger and starts utilizing more of that soil. Sometimes when you water, you can lose soil a little bit too. So you don't want your little cell to have a bunch of space at the top of it. You want it full of this soil medium or whatever growing medium you're using. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so we've got it filled, we've got it pressed, we got it labeled. We're in pretty good shape. What's everybody else doing today? It's a gorgeous day. I just watered and fertilized my outdoor stuff. I'm always thinking about planting more. I've got sweet potatoes I planted this week, and I have more that I want to plant. You've got about a month left to plant sweet potatoes. If y'all need some sweet potato slips, I have some. I need to get rid of them. I bought like 25 and I'm not gonna plant all those. So anyway, I love you guys and I hope this video was helpful. Last step, I forgot to mention. So now that I've got these planted, I want to put this in like a dark place. Most vegetable plants they prefer dark for germination. So I'm going to do that and I'm going to cover it. Actually, I'm going to water this in a little bit more with a light shower setting on my hose nozzle. I'm going to do light mist or shower, water it in, and then I'm going to cover it with some sort of top plastic to create like a greenhouse effect, and that's going to keep moisture and warmth in. Okay, and then once I see that something germinates, I'm gonna take the top off and I'm gonna move it into the light. Personally, I like a grow light because if you don't have like 8 hours of direct sun through your window, then you need like 18 hours of indirect sun, which you can get from a grow light. So I love my grow light and that's where these are gonna go. So I hope this was helpful. Holler if y'all need me. Bye.